Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Pillars of Eternity 2. As I continue with my blind Let's Play. Just for reference, I'm actually recording this late at night. Because I realized, I have a few things to do actually over the weekend that I kind of forgot about. And I hadn't recorded any videos, so just a fair warning. I might not have the normal 5 videos this week for each day, but we'll see. If I can pull it off, I can pull it off. But just letting you guys know. So yeah, we are still in Hasongo, and we're now gonna go to this lighthouse and see what's up, and continue on. Oh, okay. Interesting, that looks cool. The lighthouse is quiet, but for soft, sibilant whispers, there's a repetitive, incantatory quality to them. Yet as you cross the threshold, an old Naga with skin like cracked leather breaks off. He swivels to face you, barring one broken fang.
The sea-striped fiends send you to uproot the tree of the gods, yes? Their blasphemy knows no bounds.
Give the order, Captain. Or just nod. I'm not picky.
His head twitches in her direction, his tongue flickering.
So, the fiends corrupt even the sand-striped ones. Now I taste their stench on her. If you join them in befouling the Adra, then you will join them in death too.
Come on, they died honorably. Show some respect.
They have received their due, as will all who plunder and profane the treasure of the gods. Go! Carry a warning of what you have seen to the other shufflers.
His tongue whips from his mouth like a ripped streamer. Listen, I need to approach the Adra.
Fool! See what the impiety of the sea-striped fiends has wrought? The sand-striped shufflers know better. But you others come, smooth-toned or furred or sea-striped, with blasphemous hunger. Now, foreign ones dig at these roots, and the deep hunter is with us no more. Now, the gods return to rain their punishment on these islands. Again.
His pupils narrow to angry slits. Oh man. Because I'm recording this late at night, hopefully I could read this without too much trouble. Anyways, so you're saying the gods have brought ruin to on the Deadfire before. He bears his broken fang in surprise.
Do your stories say nothing of the many disasters? Of the shuffler nests washed away like foam many generations ago? The sand-striped ones built great hives across the islands, and bastions around the Adra roots.
Sandstripe, you're describing the Huana.
Their ancestors, yes. Their meddling displeased the gods. So the gods smashed their works with heaving volcanoes and crashing waves.
His beads and bangles rattle as he brings his hand together in a loud clap. So you think history is repeating itself?
You shufflers are beasts of habit. You do not learn. You do not change. You cast off your sheddings by night, only to put them back on at daybreak. You wrap yourself in filthy, worn-out things. Our ancestors hid deep where the waters quenched the fires and muffled the storms. They remembered while shufflers scattered. Now, the shufflers build again. The gods see. They will tear them all down.
Ooh. I could tell them about Barath, but I think I'm gonna tell them about that I'm a watcher. I can restore the Adra if you just let me near it. His tail whips on the ground as he considers you.
If your fat tongue speaks true, then give us proof.
Okay, what would you consider proof?
I tell you, thick tongues lie. Forked tongues do not. If what you say is true, then surely you can speak with the dead. I will believe your words, only if I hear them from the tongue of my own people.
Ooh, okay. So yeah, I'm gonna pull Yana's soul into here. Hear that, Sogan? Yana's bright, wispy form appears, and the other Naga pull themselves into tight, fearful knots. Only Sogan, or however you say the name, cranes himself forward, his head cocked.
Sugan, I found the way.
Emotion pulses through her essence, crackling in the ether.
Yes? You died. We saw.
The way became dark, but this one brought light.
We will kill the shuffler and free your soul, Yanis.
Just listen to her, Sogan. Yanis turns to Sogan, hissing angrily.
Do old scales cloud your eyes? The shuffler glows like the Godwalker, like the way.
She looks towards the dull Audra Bane. Sogan knows, follow her gaze.
She will open the way.
At the last of Yanis' essence fades back into the in-between, Sogan regards Audra Bane, calculation flickering in his eyes. At last he turns his guarded gaze on you.
The gods give you power, yes. But is it enough?
I don't know, maybe.
Approach. Restore the blessing of the gods to the Audra.
Thank you. I was hoping that would we could pull that off. Let me level up really fast. I'm gonna... oh, the heck with it. Athletics. And diplomacy, like I've been doing. Becoming a broken record, but that's okay. What is this? Tough! Okay. Oop, hang on. Luck, oh yeah, let's do that. Regenerating health from each attack, yeah. I think I might have had that one in the previous game, but let's do... oh wait, we haven't done a point. So... in that case, let's just increase our toughness. Why not? Level 9. Alright, Zodi. Alchemy and religion. Revive the fallen. Grants fallen friends a second chance, reviving unconscious allies. Yes! Absolutely. Okay, she already has that. What is this one? Searing Seal. Magical seal on the floor that bursts into flame when an enemy comes into contact, blinding them and inflicting them burn damage. Okay. Severely injured character's health from reaching 0. That actually might come in handy. Then what is this? Increase the effectiveness of healing you call. Oh, okay. Actually, I might have to go for that one. Oh shoot, reduces the time. Oh, I don't know. I'm not gonna do tough. Range spells over longer distances. Oh my goodness, I love all 3 of these. Far casting, rapid casting, and practice healer. Oh my goodness. Frankly, I'm going back and forth between rapid casting and far casting. Let's do rapid. Let's do rapid. So I know there's been a few times where I think I've tried to have Zodi, you know, try to get off a spell and it wouldn't happen. Alright, let's see what happens.
As your hand touches the dim Audra, you feel the same cool, pricking sensation that you did when you touched the pillar near Port Mage. You concentrate on the pillar. The world around you swiftly falls away, leaving only the vast emptiness of the in-between. The Audra and a multitude of golden threads undulating off into the distance. For a second time, you gather the threads in your mind and bind them together, forming a solid tether that ripples out toward its distant anchor. Again, a crack sounds from the terminus. Your consciousness is violently pulled along the cord. You are prepared for the sensation this time, but are still disoriented when you come to a sudden stop. You find yourself standing behind a familiar Titanic statue as it trudges through invisible waters. Standing at Aethys's shoulder, your soul is dwarfed by the massive god's form. Energy pulses along the tether, each wave feeding the Audra's movements. He stops. His head cranes behind him, again accompanied by the sound of stone shearing and buckling. His eyes rest upon you. He does not reach for the cord, but considers you for a long span of silence before speaking.
Your first attempt to contact me was brave. This second attempt, is it born out of desperation or something else? Why do you continue to follow me, Watcher of Cadnua?
I'm gonna be honest with it. Breath insists.
Yes, they must want answers. But why do the biddings of the gods matter to you?
Oh, that's an interesting answer. Is it wrong to do something out of love? I'm thinking either one or two. I'm just gonna say, yeah, the Paladinite will claim my life as forfeit if I don't find out what you're doing.
That is a cruel bargain, to be a god's pawn.
I don't know how I should answer this. I'll be honest, I'm kind of was hoping for maybe like a fifth option. 'Cause I don't exactly hate it, but I don't exactly love it. Okay, so I'm just gonna say, I guess, 3, if that's the case. It feels better than having a god demolish my castle and leaving me for dead.
I am sorry for what I did, but it was done for the hope of a better future.
So why?
Even a god needs strength. This form requires much more than that of a mortal kith. Without those souls in Cadnua, I would never have been able to free myself.
I'm gonna let him speak.
This form is not one I took happily, but it is the one most suited to the task before me. I could not repeat the mistake I made with Widewin.
Aethys becomes silent. You can sense his presence advancing back along the cord between you. His energy flows over your hand, tendrils of light probing into the air around you. They poke and prod at the silent lost souls hovering in your vicinity.
You are in a unique position. In spite of the work of the Leaden Key and Hand Occult, you have seen through our facade. You know the gods' true nature. Without the benefit of your knowledge, few mortals would be willing to accept the true history of their gods. After all, we weren't. The last time I walked Aora, I made a mistake in not revealing my true purpose. I believe you would understand it better than most.
I'm honored.
Yes, I will tell you. But this is not the time. As I take this body farther from the lighthouse, the tether grows weaker, and I have already tarried too long. Soon this link will unravel completely. If I have not reached my destination when that happens, I will need to pull more souls from your world.
Where are you going? I'll meet you there.
The edges of Aethys's massive form blur and dissolve. The huge figure retreats from you. As it moves, the tether begins to rapidly unravel. As Aethys speaks, his voice sounds garbled, fragmented, and distant.
If you would know more, find me at the Ashen Maw in Margren's Teeth. I must rest there before I begin my final work. When I leave that place, you will not be able to follow. Before I go, I should return some of this to you. I still have need of the great power of your soul, but I can spare you this portion.
A pulse of energy moves back along the golden cord toward you. It feels familiar, comforting, even before it contacts you. The energy washes over you, flooding you with feelings and memories you had thought long forgotten, until they settle back into the cracks of your soul. And then the tether and cord snap. Aethys's figure evaporating into dust that mingles with the endless gray expanse. Heat rushes over you, and the uncomfortable sensation of the Audra Pillar's presence cuts off. The gloom of the in-between is pierced by the light of the living world. You are back in the lighthouse, no longer dim. The luminous Audra beside you is filled with warmth and light.
Alrighty. The Naga stare at the glowing Audra, their diamond pupils wide. Zurgan turns his gaze to you and his body in a cautious half-coil.
Long have we kept peace with the sand-striped people. But then, the foreign ones came and spread, killed our people, built their hives everywhere.
Shodari, you attack every foreign ship you see. The Huana may not like us, but at least they speak to us.
We were sure the Godwalker came to cast them out, that driving them away was a holy mission.
Listen, the gods have bigger concerns than our feuds. We must learn to live together.
But on whose terms? We must go. I know not what this means, but our brethren should hear of it.
Not an option, Snake. Bet you were keeping count of how many good soldiers you fanged.
So she narrows her eyes and draws her weapon. Actually, that is very true. So yeah, I'm gonna say, and now he owes us, Maya. A debt is more useful than blood.
Captain?
She turns to you. I'm gonna try diplomacy. Pace yourself. We have more important fights ahead of us.
Aye aye, ma'am.
I'm sorry, but that's the way of things right now. Gritting her teeth, Maya secures her weapon and stands down, her fists balled at her sides.
You show us something new today, Shuffler. Thank you for this. And for your mercy.
He presses something into your palm before departing. Alrighty. And again, I guess achievements are working now. I don't know.
Right between the eyes.
Actually, are we supposed to attack that? I don't know. Okay, whatever. So, Pelagita. You're gonna do Arcane. And then... I'm gonna focus on Intimidate, I think, with you. Okay, we have one ability, Chancer or Paladin. We have this. I think I'm gonna grab this one. Chanting creates 2 bouncing beams of pure light that restores health and grants immunity to resolve afflictions on your all allies as they touch it. There we go. And then Maya and Seraphim. Maya, you're gonna have... Let's increase... mechanics. And then... survival. Okay, and then how about... Hang on. Let's grab that one. Oh, they have another one. Never mind. So... let's do that one. Now Seraphim. And he is going to focus on sleight of hand. And then bluff. And it looks like we have 2 points to spend, so... I'm gonna grab this one and then let's see, additional focus. Yes, let's do the rapid casting as well. There we go. Everybody is level 9. So we've completed a distant light. So yeah, seek him at Mogren's Teeth. I'm gonna wait on that. Oh yeah, even the difficulty is way higher. So yeah, it looks like if it's 3 levels... yeah, 3 levels higher, so yeah. Definitely gonna wait on that for a good while if I can. I'll look at the other quests pretty soon. I'm gonna go up the top of the lighthouse and see what's up here though. And we have a grenade, okay. And a lonely cat. And there's just animals everywhere all over this place. Alright, back down we go. So yeah, not sure how... oh yeah, Maya wants to talk. You know what? Let's talk. Because yeah, I'm not sure how thrilled she's gonna be.
Captain, a word?
Sure. What's on your mind?
You've spoken to Aethys, which means you know what we're up against. If the fleet sailed up to him and fired every cannon at once, I imagine we'd have a fighting chance at taking a chip off his kneecap. There's no stopping him, is there?
Not everything can be solved through violence.
Get used to it. That's how things get done in this part of the world.
She sighs away from, away some of her tension, rolling her shoulders and cracking her neck.
I suppose there's a certain appeal to recognizing the inevitable. We don't have to waste our breath trying to stop it.
Well, it's kind of up to us to mitigate the damage.
All assuming that reason can penetrate the green boy's head better than bullets can. It reminds me of the first time I shot to kill.
She folds her arms and grins. Oh, I have to hear this.
There he stood, a pirate captain barking orders from the forecastle. Out of everyone's range but mine.
She holds up her hand to frame a distant spot.
The wind toyed with us. I took aim, never thinking I'd make the shot, but then I felt this awareness, like someone out there was aiming me. A cannon blast took me by surprise. I squeezed off a shot, expecting it to fly wide. But the bullet took my target between his eyes. I don't know if Bareth kicked open a door or the Sky Mother held my hand, but that man was meant to die. I've got that same feeling now. Better or worse, I know that Aethys is meant to succeed.
I guess, well, hang on. Yeah, I'm gonna ask her. Ever question your career choice?
Choice is a funny word. I never planned to live by the gun. One day I put a bullet through a bronze Oa while the Ranganui happened to be watching, and the rest was history. I can still take pride in my work, if that's what you're asking.
I guess time will tell if Aerith's getting what he wants is good for the rest of us.
Hope I didn't take the wind out of your sail. Whether or not we can change anything, at least we can say we were there. That's more than most people get.
I had some other questions.
I've got some answers.
Actually, never mind. Let's be off.
Watcher, I
Yeah.
wanted to ask you about Maya, if you don't mind.
Sure, Zodi. What about her?
God, where do I even start? Well, for one, I think we get along real swimmingly. Too swimmingly. It's the strangest thing, but sometimes when she's nearby, my heart gets to lurching in my chest like some wounded thing, and my stomach twists up. Especially when she kills someone, or she laughs.
How does she feel about you?
Well, I don't rightly know. Should I ask her? Because I think maybe I should ask her, but no. That might make it weird between us, don't you think?
Well, you never know if you don't ask.
Step one, stop being such a darn chicken. Fair enough. But what do I do? How do I proceed? Specifically.
A frown tugs at Zodi's worried, nibbled lips, and she tilts her head as if waiting for you to hand her the answer she seeks. Is that what they do? Culturally, Red Sarens only entered in pairings that can produce viable offspring. Is that what they do? I don't recall. Could just tell her bluntly, you know, but I don't know how that'll work out. Yeah, I'm gonna say number 2. Tell her bluntly that you'd like to be, you know, romantically involved.
Take the bull by the horns, so to speak. I like it. Wish me luck, Watcher. Because I'm sure I'm gonna need it.
I really do wish you the best, Zodi. And please, don't, I don't know. I'm just getting worried about her dreams and nightmares. Nope, there they go. You know, and what's going to become of that.
Don't let the door hit your scaly behinds on the way out.
I shall.
Oh yeah, love hugging big shiny rocks much as the next freebooter. But mayhaps you want to be explaining the whole insensate drooling bit, Captain?
When the captain goes all starry-eyed like that, the crew starts to ask questions.
You don't look like you're gonna be sick this time, so I take it that's a good sign?
Aethys is heading to a place called Mogren's Teeth.
Oh, that be some right shit news, Cap. Margaret's teeth be hot as the sun and twice the height.
I'm ready to chase Gone if you are.
You know, I must say it's strange feeling part of my soul in the body of a god. Zodi frowns thoughtfully.
Oh, good thing we're in the Deadfire, where the volcanoes definitely aren't going to awaken at any time.
Maybe I should have rephrased it and said something else, but alas. Actually, let's speed that up. Oh, and the map is fully mapped out now.
Scale-bellied cowards! I knew they'd run!
Look at our beacon. Even the Colossus couldn't destroy it. And those snakes aren't so tough now, are they?
Yeah, I'm gonna say you'd underestimate the dangers here before. It'd be unwise to do so again.
Of course.
She nods, but she's still staring up at the lighthouse. Maya smirks and folds her arms.
We'll rebuild bigger and better, with reinforced walls and extra cannons. Our engineers will make this place truly impregnable.
She finally turns to you.
The Hansanui will want to thank you personally for your help here. And she should also know what we're up against.
We're gonna find the Hansanui. Actually, isn't that the person back at the keep? Oh, whatever.
She's usually at the Brass Citadel in Nekataka.
Yeah, there we go.
Though she gets called to the palace often, haggling with the Queen and the Valians. Clear skies.
To you as well.
I'm here.
Yeah, I think I will return to her, just to see what she says. You know, build more relations with Rauatai. Because I have been, you know, with the Principe and Valia. Or the Valians, but, yeah, not Rauatai. I need to do that with Rauatai. Whoa! Whoa! Hi! And that's just a... Well, I don't want to mess with that one, but... Okay. Hi. Okay. Hasongo is a mound of wreckage on the horizon. When you see a dozen junks sailing toward you, even at the distance you can tell they're making good speed. One of the ships pulls up alongside yours and a well-dressed Amara man approaches the edge of the deck. You recognize Atsura, the Grand Secretary of the Royal Deadfire Company. Timely of you to show up, boss. I was just scribbling down my daily report. Maya folds her arms and nods across the gap. I'm afraid it'll have to wait until I return to the Brass Citadel, he nods at Maya. It's good to see you again. I see you continue to leave your mark. He is gazing towards Hasongo with a particular smile. The Adra beacon, visible even here, shines brightly. Though it surprises me that you're still a stranger to many Nekataka, I suspect that will change soon. Or soon change. I reversed that, whoops. So, I'm gonna say... It's a pleasure to see you again. Your manners do you much credit. I want to extend my thanks of the Royal Deadfire Company for what you've done here. He raises one hand toward the Adra beacon. You restored a valuable asset. Whether or not that was your intention, he gives you a quick, sly smile. The others at the palace will want to hear of this, no doubt. And you may as well take credit while the deed is fresh. I'm gonna say nothing to him for right now. Go to the Serpent's Crown, Nekataka, and later, come and see me at the Brass Citadel. You can discuss your progress with issues of mutual interest there. At any rate, I have much to attend to, and it seems you do as well. Clear skies, Captain Elsaris. Atsura nods at his crew, makes ready to sail once more. Okay. I was a little worried, not gonna lie, at first. But yes, let us return to Nekataka. Supplies are good, so yeah.
You blink and find yourself standing in the knee-high grass of an endless field, with the day just falling into dusk.
I'm assuming it's gonna be the gods now. Or the, quote-unquote gods.
Then, the earth falls away. The wind ceases, and you are sent tumbling up into the dark of the sky.
Watcher.
The voice of the Pallid Knight shakes the earth at your feet. You have returned to Bareth's realm. Your soul once more called to attend the wishes of the God of Death.
I want to say nothing.
Once again, you have spoken with the Child of Light. Tell me what you have learned.
Oh, man. I'll tell her. I don't know how that's gonna affect the ending, but yeah, we'll see what happens. He makes for Mogren's teeth.
Intriguing.
The Pallid Knight stares past you, pensive.
While attend. Tell me what your many eyes perceive.
Her words ring out, and a heavy silence descends. In the silence breaks the murmur of countless voices. They speak all at once in languages both known and unknown to you.
My bad. Did not mean to cut that dialogue off, but that's okay.
In the space beside Bareth, an eye blinks open, followed fast by several more. They are round, keen eyes of Kith, the slit eyes of snakes, the small, dark marbles of birds, the bulbous lanterns of deep-sea fish.
Here we are.
A figure walks through the cloud of eyes as one might step through a door. It is an Orlan, then a pale elf, an ocean human, a Naga. Each of them eyeless. They are Wal.
This is the first interesting thing to happen in ages, and we do so love a riddle.
The figure wears an Amawa's grin, and the many voices beneath its own titter.
I'm gonna interject on this one. Yes, it's so interesting when hundreds of Kith die so Aethys can take a stroll.
Ah, Watcher, you do so fear loss. I once asked you to bury my scroll beneath Black Meadow, and you betrayed me to Grimda. Do you remember?
Kind of, actually, yeah.
Some things must be lost to be found again. But you have never believed that, have you? Let me remind you.
Oh, wow. We just lost all that. 3 scrolls of minor healing, Nature's Mark, scroll of Sunbeam, I lost that? Damn it. Saghorn, wow, okay.
We have read the book of your life, Watcher. It is heavy with the weight of your choices, and its pages are not unmarred by the blood of others. You read, but on a smaller scale. We see between the strings of the world, and Aethys is there, strumming them like a lute. His tongue is still, yet he sings of a coming joy. What tune he plays, we do not know. It is complex, ever-shifting. One moment vibrating in harmony, the next in discord.
A man strides through the door to Bareth's realm. Behind him lope wolves with lolling tongues, and jungle cats whose long tails twitch with every step. Galawain, the changeling, arrives, and he brings with him the wild heart of Aora's untamed places.
I do like how, because honestly I thought it would be the others, like just the others again, and we would just see them, but I do like how they're throwing in all the other, quote-unquote gods.
Fast on Galawain's heels, a small wave of seawater washes across the tiles. It pours off the edge of the platform and cascades down into the beyond. From out of the water rears a glowing lure, then the head of a gigantic fish. The round black eyes of Andra roll to meet yours.
Aethys is nothing if not resourceful. I admire his nerve.
In the changeling's voice, you hear the soft patter of rain on leaves and the rush of wind through treetops.
I'm gonna say nothing.
If his journey leads him back to us, he has proved himself worthy of return to the fold.
Aethys does not return to us. He returns to execute some grand plan. We must stop him.
Andra's voice rises like a tide, panic riding its crest. The doors lining the walls of Bareth's realm slam open in unison. Warped pieces of ancient armor and the remnants of discarded weapons roar through the doorways. They meet in the center of the room, in a shower of sparks and form, the vague figure of a man. Finally, a blacksmith's sledge hurtles past your shoulder, and the figure snatches it from the air. A man forged in metal stands before you. Twin flames ignite in his eyes, and a low rumble starts in his chest. He walks forward. With each halting, jerky step, you're assaulted with the unbearable screech of metal grinding upon metal.
We should destroy Eothas, that we might reforge him into something new, something stronger. He could be a weapon that all of us might wield.
Abaddon's words carry the heat of the forge. Behind them, you hear the clang and clatter of hammer on metal, and the hiss of just quenched steel.
Abaddon speaks with wisdom. He violates not their realms, but mine. I feel his urgency in every stamp of his feet along my spine. I will send tsunamis to slow him, if Mogren would stir the earth beneath Mogren's teeth.
The water at your feet recedes. Lava oozes up through the shallow water, and a woman made from the guts of the earth emerges. She settles her characteristic broadsword on her shoulder and sighs a cloud of smoke and ash. Mogren returns.
In the age when our steps carved valleys across the face of Eora, our bodies were impervious to all but the strongest attacks. I doubt fire and water will be enough to stop him, but I will bear down upon Eothas with all the heat and fury of the earth, if I must.
There must be another way to stop him.
The death of thousands now could prevent the death of millions later.
I don't know, but you don't know if you'll save millions. You might kill thousands for nothing.
Dark, inky tears fall from Andra's eyes.
I don't know, it's hard to say.
Sacrifices of the few protect the futures of the many. You cannot let your petty, mortal feelings blind you to the urgency of the dilemma Eothas has thrust upon us.
I'm just gonna say nothing.
The deep, bellowing cry of an aurochs shakes the ground beneath your feet. The cry drones on and on, a moan without end. Wal's many eyes squeeze shut. Andra slips back beneath her waves. Mogren dissipates in a swirling cloud of steam. Galawain's beasts cower and whine. Only the pallid night stands impassive.
My end comes to all things, and should Eothas care to hasten the inevitable, I welcome his efforts.
Again, I'm deeply sorry. I don't know why I clicked. But yeah, all things in time. Goodness. But yes, what could Eothas possibly gain by destroying Aurora?
Eothas seeks a slate wiped clean, freedom from the endless revolutions of Barath's wheel, the final emancipation of the countless stolen mortal lives the gods hoard within themselves.
The Child of Light will not choose the hour of my death.
Mogren tests the edge of her broadsword with a smoldering finger.
He sows chaos in his longing for a radiant dawn. So much will be lost in the cacophony of fear his actions inspire.
The crack of thunder rends the air. The gods fall silent.
We can wait no longer to act. Speak with him, Watcher. Discover what it is he plans.
It's not like I have a choice.
To live is a choice, and you yet draw breath. Drink deep of the air, Watcher. We have work yet to do.
The warmth of the pallid night's breath blows soft on the back of your neck, though she stands nowhere near you. Water begins to creep across the floor. It swells, runs swiftly, and catches at your ankles. You scrabble at the tiles, but it's no use. The current's pull drags you off the edge of Bareth's realm, and into the fathomless beyond. You splash down in water so dark you can't see the bottom. Then, the water recedes, gone, like a dream upon waking. The hard wood of your cabin's floor presses against your spine. The gods are gone, but you remain.
So yeah, they are definitely afraid. Okay, now we're back on the ship, or at least interior-wise. But yeah, the quote-unquote gods are, yeah, that just screams that they're, you know, just really scared at this point. That's how I interpret it. So, anyways, let us continue get back to Nekataka. Oh, a colorful parrot alights on the railing of your ship. A missive bound to its legs bears the sigil of the Kahunga tribe. Captain Elsaris. Love the song, by the way. It would be my honor to host the savior of Hasongo at the Kahunga Palace. Nekataka is a city for the Huana and outsiders alike, and there is no shortage of work for Kith, who are determined to be as useful as you. If you had the stamina for a good climb, the palace atop the Serpent's Crown could be your second home. Think on it. Regards, Queen Onakaza II. But yeah, really good song. Alright, let us go to the palace. Gosh, I still love the lighting, the intro of this entrance of this place. It's really good. Okay, who all is here? It's like all the same people, so... Okay, the queen's not here. There's the prince.
Akira, but I hear whispers that you visited the Hazanui's Adra lighthouse and survived. Too much has happened for you to waste words with the royal brother. From now on, you work with Onikaza as an honored guest of her rooftop garden. Only, be kind to her cats.
I had some questions.
If you have questions, the royal brother will hear you.
Okay, farewell then. So I guess we go to the upper floor? However we get there? Good music, by the way. Oh, you know what? I just thought about the... I'll have to make a middle note. Need to make a middle note. Go to the Water Shaper Guild. Because I just remembered, Alan, that you mentioned the last party member, or one of the last party members I can pick up. I need to go do that next time. Let's see.
Roddy pays coin to feed the great eel.
Roddy. I'm tempted to talk to these people, but I'm not sure. Wait, is this Water Shapers? No, I mean, this is the palace, this is not the guild, so... Okay, there's the rooftop.
My brothers and sisters have set sail for Neketaka.
I thought the tribes needed them to calm the weather.
A greater storm surrounds this place. We must answer the call of the Kahanga. If the outsiders do not trample us first, the Green God will surely do it for them.
Do not speak this way, my love.
Alright, to the rooftop. Well, it looks pretty up here. Courier. Okay, so I'm assuming she's right there. Yes. Okay, before we speak to her, just taking a look. It looks pretty good. Okay, I think this is actually where I'm going to cut it for this episode. Next time I am gonna, of course, talk to her, see what happens, and then go to the Water Shaper Guild, pick up the last party member, and then kind of go from there. So, as always, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in and watching another episode. Or if this is your first one, welcome to this series. Wherever you guys are, have a good day, have a good night, and take it easy, everyone.